This is Ashton Jeanty. This is Jeremiah Smith. This is Caleb Down. This is Deion Sanders. Today we will be doing something real special. We put all these compilations together and we're gonna see who had the best season. Y'all let me know in the comments, but firstly we're gonna start off with Ashton Jeanty. This is Ashton Jeanty, one that many would say was robbed of Heisman and one of the most electrifying running backs in college football today. But what if Ashton wasn't at Boise State and took his talents with Coach Prime? Do you think he would have had a better chance at that Heisman? If you ask me, I think so. Oh man, breaking all of these tackles, Ashton Jeanty is absolutely a monster in college football. And today we're gonna see how Ashton Jeanty and Travis Hunter on the same team would have been. But when Ashton Jeanty got to the locker room for the first practice, they already had the depth chart on the board. Coach Prime, I know you ain't giving nothing to nobody, but dog, you know who I am. But going into the first practice, I didn't even get my number 2 because of Shedeur. But don't even worry about it. I'm still gonna come out here and show them boys why I'm the number 1 running back, stiff arm and Shiloh. Yeah, your brother should have took my number, boy. And all the trash talk about Shiloh, I'm gonna show y'all boys how to get this boy better. You gotta run him over every day in practice. But going into the next play, I had to hit the C gap, and there goes Shiloh. Get off of me, you little boy. Get on the ground, buddy. I didn't even want to score. I wanted to find you every play. Going into our first game, you would have thought I wouldn't be on that field. But even though Ashton played running back, coach said I could put you in receiver to use you for extra options. I mean, when you're an athlete, you're absolutely an athlete. So running a corner route, I didn't get the ball, and he threw it to Jimmy Horn, and man, he almost got in that end zone. But on first and goal, Ashton was looking to go block someone and then block no damn body. But on second and 10, catching my bam! Oh my God! First pass, oh, I could bounce it outside, and Ashton Jeanty with the little legs that he has will go all the way for a set. But going into this next play, bam! Ashton made up for it. It absolutely put him on his back. But man, this is why I wish I was at running back, because yeah, I'm hating. Shedeur and Travis connection once again. And I mean, it's like they're padding the stats so he can win a Heisman, but I don't care. I'm absolutely gonna show them why I am. And oh man, as I run that ball with bad intentions, I can break a tackle and go all the way and show Shedeur that I'm him. And after a good run like that, why would you take me from running back? But I see why, because I can break tackles out of the backfield as well. But on first and 10, I bounce it outside. Oh man, Chuka made a miss. Yeah, that dude is in the old tunnel somewhere gone. Yeah, someone go check on that kid. But on third and go, Ashton Jeanty went up. That hurt. We were going to win our first game 63-13. And if we really want to clock that T, we could compare the stats to somebody that's coming off the bench right now. 132 yards, 2 total TDs. That's just in rushing. Let's go down to receiving. Oh man, 130 yards, 1 total TD. And look at Travis Hunter's stats. Wow, 1 TD, 138. But you're not better than me. Going into game 2 against Nebraska, I'm still not starting. And Shedeur threw a trash pass. And I ain't gonna lie, it seemed like some hate between Shedeur and Ashton. But he throws a pass, I catch it and drop the ball. But if we want to be technical, this is not my position, so every time I drop the ball, it shouldn't even matter. But guess what? Dropping another damn ball, it hurt. But oh man, on first and 10, Ashton will motion in. He will run a quarter route, catch that ball, break about 2 tackles, got 1 man to beat and get brought down. With 13 seconds left into half, I ran a corner route. Shedeur's just not putting it on the money. He must have ate his Wheaties. But on second and 10, bam, massive explosion. But on first and 10, Ashton seen the DB weakness, went inside, caught the ball. He's turning up. But on second and 10, Shedeur throws it at my feet. But not having no reps at running back, I really didn't contribute that game. We go and win the game and absolutely had 2 receptions, 28 yards, and Travis Hunter had 6 receptions, 111 yards, and absolutely 1 TD. Kind of sad to say it, but he got me that game. But there were good news. Coach said there is a challenge at practice, and it was against our starting running back, Dallin Hayden. And I'm sorry to tell you, buddy, once I take this spot, you are not getting it back. And I mean, just look how fast Ashton Jeanty is breaking all of these tackles. Who could stop him? I mean, he's 5'9", 216 pounds. That dude is a load, and he's low gravity of center. But I mean, after winning that drill, it was pretty much over, because all I had to do was get this little 500 right here. I got the stamina, and dude was nowhere close to me. Easy. So with this being the last drill in practice, I will hit that B gap, follow my block number 13. That was a great block there. You can weave, break a tackle, and I could go all the way for a 6. I am now the number 1 running back. You will not be getting it back, Deion Hayden. Going into Ashton Jeanty, first game starting as a Buffalo. Oh man, he absolutely broke a tackle, break it outside, and no, he could and he would get brought down. But on first and 10, chill, got him. I will get outside and man, break a tackle and ain't good, and he would run through him. Yes sir, this is straight must. But on 31, Ashton Jeanty is fighting for that end zone, and he will get in. But getting his first down, this is not looking like Boise State running back. I mean, hey man, he has to step it up. But we do gotta remember, Colorado's O-line is just trash. And Ashton said, man, as long as I'm getting that first down, that's all all we need is he could and he would absolutely get it. Yes, sir. On 1st and 10 with a read option. Bam! Oh, man, 55. That's how you really want to play it, dude? Oh, he thinks because he's 6'6", 300, he's just going to bully me. Watch this. 1st and 10. Bam! I'm running through everything now. On 2nd and go, I'll get in that end zone with bad intentions, man. I didn't have a great first game, but it was still enough for the dub. We win 21-6, and Ashton Jeanty gets player of the game with 2 total TDs. Well, Ashton Jeanty had a great regular season, but now it's time to advance to the end of the season. With that being said, we made it to the conference championship game against the Oklahoma State Sooners. And with that being said, we need to go out there and win it because we probably haven't won it in years. And Ashton Jeanty needs to step his game up. I need to see Boozy State absolutely Ashton Jeanty, man. He will bounce it outside, but that's still not enough. I need to see something else. And oh man, I might have spoken into existence. Ashton Jeanty breaks loose straight up the middle. They didn't know what to do. He takes it to the crib. And going into the next play on 1st and 10, breaking a tackle, bouncing it outside. Ashton Jeanty turning it up a little notch. He could, spin inside, break a tackle, and man, they rallied that ball. But on 3rd and 6, Ashton Jeanty seeing what he likes, sends it up the middle, and man, running through and running the ball as hard as he could. This is looking like Boozy State. He goes in to score. And on 3rd and inches, he wasn't done just yet. Hugo made a miss. He could get outside and go all the way. Ashton Jeanty is him. With it being 26-14, I bounced it outside again, which I should have ran it inside because I seen a hole I like it. I tried to run through it. On 1st and 10, I seen what I like. Spin move, get away. Derrick Henry 2.0, but I'm just a little shorter. But on 1st and goal, I'm coming down like a wrecking ball, so I advise you to get out of the way. But on 1st and 10, it's 33-21, and man, he good with the speed that he has. Hits that outside and go all the way 4-6, and he is showboating. Just look at the back of my jersey. Jeanty. With us blowing him out, we are just pounding that ball to run the clock down, and just look at this, man. I absolutely fumbled that ball. Oh no. We still win 40-21, and I get player of the game with 6 total TDs. Now that's more like it. For some reason, the first game of the playoffs didn't save in my PC. Don't beat me up, but this is the semifinal game against Michigan. Ashton Jeanty on 1st and 10 could break a tackle, hit it outside early on, and man, get off of him. He could with the speed that he has. Go. Oh, way 4-6. Yeah, I'm sorry to say, I'm taking all the glory, Travis Hunter. I'm looking more like a Heisman to me. But going into the next one on 1st and 10, in it straight up the middle, breaking all of these tackles. I'm getting a first down and a little bit more every time. But on 1st and 10, breaking the line, bam! Oh, that hurt. I might need to listen to coach. Get the first down and get down before I get injured. But on 1st and 10, I lied. Ashton Jeanty is a risky type of player. Bam! Oh my God, running through you. But of course, I'm wide open, but after all the time I shine, you know they got to give Travis Hunter a little bit of it. But on 1st and 10, I don't care. That's not going to stop me. I'm going to stiff arm you. Absolutely get up that field and say, after he scores, I got to go score as I speed boosted past him, and he could, and he will. Ashton Jeanty. It's him. Give him his number 2 jersey, Shador. But with it being 21-21, Michigan said they were going to fight, but I wasn't going to give up. I'm going to break all of these tackles, and this is why he should have won Heisman as he goes for 6. He is going to win it. Yeah, Travis is hyping me up. But Deion, push the door to the side and say, hey, man, give Travis the ball because we can't let Ashton get a hedge on him. But Ashton is in a bam, run through you and keep running that ball as hard as he can. Absolutely trying his best to show these doubters that he is him. Absolutely him. Yes, sir. Throw up the Shador. But this is all Ashton needed. This game right here, spinning out. They should just throw him the trophy after all of this. But he fumbles the ball, and we still going to win 42-35 after giving the boys a chance. And look at that trophy, man. Ashton Jeanty goes on to get 4 TDs, a player of the game, and we are going to the national championship game against Ohio State. Uh-oh, somebody say those Buffaloes are coming. Ashton Jeanty goes into the national championship game. Oh man, breaking tackles against Ohio State. He is not here to play. And on 2nd and 12, he has an inside zone, runs it up that middle and shows them boys that he is fighting. And going into the next play, I'm running, bam, 100% speed downhill. You might want to get out the way, bud. And don't you forget, I can catch it out the backfield as well. Man, get that first down, and yeah, he brought me down, but on 1st and goal, I will run that ball as hard as I can and hurdle over him. But after going up 7-0 on 1st and 10, bam, oh my God, I was running the ball so hard, I had 1 man to beat and didn't beat him. But on 1st and 10, running that ball hard again, I will get brought down. But going into the next play on 2nd and 7, as you can see, I had 1 man, and what do you think, bam, I was gonna do? I was gonna run through him. I mean, how easy could it be? Go to sleep. But with Ohio State not being able to score it all on us, man, we're just gonna punch that ball. I don't care if I go down, but on 1st and 10, man, guess what? I said bye-bye, see you later. You gotta catch up because Ashton Jeanty is going all the way to win that Heisman. Oh, he fumbles the ball, but my teammate gets it. And when I tell you something that Coach Prime don't like, is he don't like his football touching that ground. Well, Coach Prime, is too bad I'm going to the lead next year. But on 2nd and 2, man, I couldn't get in that end zone, but on 1st and goal, I will. But on 1st first and 10, Ashton Jeanty was not tired just yet. He's hurdling over people and still wanting to go score. That's what you call an athlete. But on 2nd and 12, with 58 seconds left, I'm breaking tackle, still spin move, made a miss, break another one. I got it, and I would go all the way for 6. And men, we are national champion, those Colorado Buffalo. Well, once again, Ashton Jeanty wins no Heisman, nor did Travis Hunter did, but he gets the best running back award. He also brings home the All Big 12 award, but I mean, does this even matter? He also wins All American. But Ashton Jeanty should have won that Heisman with the stats that he had. How about, I mean, I guess it's just a quarterback kind of award, I guess. But how can you say that when Travis just won? But I mean, he is a duo kind of player. But hey, man, this is Jeremiah Smith. He might just be one of the most unguardable wide receivers in college football right now. Look at that one hand. Mama, that boy dog. But coming out of high school, Jeremiah Smith was a 5-star recruit, with him having almost every darn offer in college football. I mean, it was impressive. So today we're gonna see if Jeremiah Smith would have had the same kind of plays with the quarterback Dylan Gabriel, and as you can see, he would. When he starts shaking his head like that, you should know it's over. Knowing that Jeremiah Smith is a freshman coming in, he got wide receivers in front of him like Tez Johnson, Evan Stewart, absolutely a lot of these other players I don't even know. Being that he was the 5th string receiver, he had to come in and he had things to prove. Juco, man, getting outside and going for 6. That boy got out of his break and said, every time I'm gonna make sure to break them angles as I catch that ball. Already having the gold black in practice, he said he was going for it all and ran a post route and said, give me the ball and dunked on that boy. With that great practice, if you ask me, that's all coach needed to see. On into our first game, it's a sad thing that I wasn't on that field. With Jeremiah Smith finally getting that chance, he was gonna take full advantage as he ran a great round, caught the ball. But Jeremiah Smith being a freshman, coaches don't care, so I'm trying to show them how much of a dog I am. Going into the next play on 2nd and 10 when that ball isn't in my hands. Bam, I'm gonna knock you on your damn butt. Yeah, it absolutely sucks not to be strong because you gotta get up. But on 2nd and 8, catching that ball, juking and leaving, man, I got bam. That will not stop Jeremiah from being great. He went up and tried to get the ball and got hit. But on 2nd and 10, he got a great release, catch the ball, and he could, and he would go all the way for 6. We might be playing the FCS school, but I need all the stats I could get. And as I will catch this ball on that comeback route, I juke back out, and man, they rallied that ball. I guess I gotta do it. I took his ankle, so man, catch the ball corner. And I wasn't done just yet. Finding a route up the seams, I caught it, but guess what? They took me out the damn game. Get back in the 4th. Give me that ball, boy. After putting it on his head, I said, hey, you like it? A fresh fade or a taper? But on 2nd and 15, I ran a corner route, and oh man, I dropped the ball. Going into the next play on 3rd and 15, this wide receiver rooms is full of dogs. We got some competition. Man, winning 80-3, that's a damn blowout. But in Smith's first game, he racked up 124 yards and 1 TD. Let's not forget, Jeremiah Smith is 5th on that depth chart. Coaches gave him a challenge for the 3rd receiver. He jumped up 2 spots and won the battle. Uh-oh, we got those Oregon Ducks going against the Ohio State Buckeyes. I mean, moving up to wide receiver number 3, you would have thought I would have been on the field earlier, but I get in the 2nd quarter on 1st and 10, I call for the ball, and they deflected it. Coach said, come right back to the sideline. You see this warm. Once he gets back on that field, he's coming out to dominate it. He called for the ball and didn't get it. I feel like they hate him. One thing that you can't do in life is stop greatness, but man, he still didn't get the ball, and my teammate got it, and that boy was gone. Jeremiah Smith said, all right, cut the games. You done threw it to all the receivers. Throw me that ball. I'm gonna show you how I get loose. Break a tackle. Oh man, break another one. He is coming for his respect. One thing Jeremiah Smith is good for is separation, so throw the damn ball. Once again, I didn't get the ball and got sent right back to the bench. So going into the next drive, on 3rd and 10, we're losing by 8 points, and I said, give me that ball, and man, I catch it and get brought down. Disrespect, I'm wide receiver number 3, so they gotta put me in when they need me. On 4th and 7, you give me that rock chick, oh man, I get up that field, break 2 tackles. If I were you, I will get out the way, cause they don't want the beast up. And on 1st and 10, I said, give me the ball, and man, he deflected it. And on 2nd and 10, I said, we gotta make a way. So I catch the ball and accidentally dropped down, and they took me out. Sadly, I couldn't help. We went down to score and lost by 2. Now going into our next game was a big game against number 5 Michigan, and I started it off this game. We drove down the field early, but some reason I get taken out of the game, and I'm somehow cold. But on 2nd and 3, I ran a post route, and I said, y'all got me messed up. Jeremiah Smith could, and he would go all the way, and said, I'm gonna take that number 1 spot. Boy, don't come celebrate with me. On 1st and 10, I said, I might have did it 1 time, but running this quarter route, I said, I'm gonna give y'all boys 2, as he could, and he would. This boy is gonna show the world. Some already know, but he's the best in the nation. But on 2nd and 10, oh man, my teammate always gotta get some love. That boy took that thing to the house. But Jeremiah Smith was not finished. On 3rd and 2, we were in at 35-25. He catches the ball. Chico man breaks our tackle. He has 2 people to beat, and they will well gang tackle him, but on 1st and 10, he hit him with an out end and absolutely said, give me the ball, but they didn't throw it. Coach was hating on his greatness and took him out of the game, but we going to win 48-21. He had 3 receptions, 167 yards, and 2 TDs. And after that great performance, he got the chance to challenge wide receiver Ted Johnson and took his job. Jeremiah Smith is him. With the biggest game and the biggest role that Jeremiah has faced yet, he's in the Big Ten Championship against Rutgers. Well, we got a starter now, and we got a big game, that Big Ten Championship against Rutgers. Oh man, Jeremiah Smith started it off early to show them boys that this was the right decision, and we're gonna go win a natty. And after striking back, because they scored first, they didn't score the next drive, so we went back out there and I dropped the ball and I said, come on man, we can't be making mistakes like that. And on 2nd and 10, oh man, that running back was down. He could go for 6. Man, after that great run on 1st and 10, I said, it's my turn. I get that ball. Oh man, oh, he brings me down, and I said, muscle up. On 2nd and 2 with a great release, going back outside, I see no one there, so I totally toe tappered that. On 2nd and 10, Jeremiah Smith loved the crossing route, because I'm not gonna lie, they were in some type of man-to-man, so that would create so much space for him as he could, and he would get up that field, spin move, oh man, break a tackle, and he gets to the 1. Personally told Dylan Gabriel that ball needs to come to me every play, because I need this touchdown for my stats. And man, I was just out there getting boomed, because I wanted the touchdown, and I just couldn't get it. I was still gonna pad my stats. I wasn't gonna give up. On 1st and 10, I ran a post right, bam, get out of my way. Oh my God. I don't know if y'all knew, but Jeremiah Smith was about that. That dude was trying him because he was a freshman. I don't know what he was thinking. But with that ball not being in my hands, I'm looking for work. Bam, oh man, yes sir. I like physical contact. Fellas, this right here is what you call putting a team good night. On 1st and 10, this is how you catch the ball. And with the speed, you take that thing all the way to the crib. Boy, Oregon made a huge mistake not starting him at the beginning of the season. We went 70-10. He ends the game off with 13 receptions, 389 yards, and 3 total TDs. We are headed to the Rose Bowl game, quarterfinal against Ole Miss. Hell, it started off early. Defense getting us a pick 6, and guess what? They going down and scoring on our defense that next drive. So guess what? We got the ball back and said we're gonna go score. This Ole Miss team is just not on our level, but man, he deflected the ball. And on 2nd and 10, I said throw me the rock, and I caught it. Going into the next play on 3rd and 2, I said throw the ball up, and he just didn't throw it, but we still scored, so I respect it. And on the next drive on 1st and 10, I misplaced the damn ball because my quarterback overthrew me, but on 1st and 10, he made up for it, throwing the dot, so I said I gotta make something out of nothing, and they were rallying. Going into the next play on 2nd and 2, I hit him with a crazy route, but my teammate, look how fast that boy is, man. And if you ask me, Oregon might just have the fastest receivers in college football, but man, that's a dive. Going into the next play on 1st and goal, that's what you call separation, making the teammates running to each other and doing the gritty. But on 1st and 10, he said throw it up, and boy, he about dunked on him. On the next play on 2nd and 10, he got that ball on a slant, bit that corner, and man, he's running through defender. This route really being a fade route, he didn't throw it how I wanted to, but he still threw it to me, and book up, that's a dive. On 3rd and 13, getting a great release, I catch that ball up that sideline, and he lucky I didn't break that tackle, because I would have been gone. On 2nd and 15, catching a slant route and hurdling over him, man, who's on my level? No one is, but on 1st and 10, this is how you grab someone and bam, yes sir, get up. That's another touchdown for those Oregon Ducks, but on 1st and 10, getting another great release, bam, oh man, I ran through him, stiff arm him, break a tackle, and Jeremiah Smith is a monster. We win 55-28. Those Oregon Ducks are bringing that Rose Bowl trophy back home, and guess what? We got the UCF Knights in the semifinals. This a big one. Going into the semifinal game, we got those Oregon Ducks against the UCF Knights. Let's do it. Starting off early, didn't start off well. On 36, I told him to attack me. He almost threw an interception. Jeremiah Smith was not happy about that. He said, he seen a disadvantage in that defense, and he threw the damn ball out of bounds. And with it being 14-0, something gotta give. So man, I burned him again, and he threw the ball, but man, what happened to it? Dylan Gabriel, just promise me one thing, man. Don't tell me you gonna sell me this ball game. I mean, we playing the UCF Knights, and they making it seem like we playing a top-tier team, and they're not. On 3rd and 5, man, I get another good release, and man, that O-line cannot block. On 1st and 10, I said, we gotta get something. So I ran a slant route, got that ball, and break a tackle, and said, let's do it. Going into the next play, on 1st and 10, I hit him with a corner route. Look at that separation, but he almost threw an interception. And when you and your quarterback can't connect, that game is almost over with. And on 3rd and 10, I said, this is not gonna be over with. I was just running around till I can't no more, and man, I about went up and got it, but no, I didn't. Boy, I tell you something about them referees, they gonna always say, yeah, that was a defensive pass interference. On 1st and 10, I caught that route and said, yes, sir, we're gonna get things started. This is 9021 old skunk rule. My teammate caught that ball, and we gonna show y'all boys a comeback. And on 2nd and 1, I didn't get the ball, but I still made a way to try to find it, and he didn't throw it. Time was ticking. 1 second on that clock. 3rd and 11, he threw it, and it did not get to me. It's 21-0. Watch this. On 1st and 10, I said, got him. Oh, man, throw that ball in. I absolutely win it. Possession catched it. But I just felt it in my bones. On 1st and 10, I ran a post route, and my teammate got the ball, and we were driving. On 1st and 10, oh, man, breaking his ankles. I said, throw that fade in. Jeremiah Smith goes up and get it. A crazy, unbelievable touchdown. I said, this game is far from over. On 2nd and 19, my teammate burnt him as I faked him out, act like I was going for the slant, so that streak was gonna have him wide open as it did. I told y'all, greatest comeback in history. I beat him off the line and shit, threw the ball in. Jeremiah Smith could go all the way 4-6, and I told you the Oregon Ducks was down by 3 points. 1 minute left. I catch the ball and got the first. On 1st and 10, I ran another slant route, got that ball and got up the field again. I'm putting a team on my back, but 3 seconds left on the clock. On 2nd and 7, we had one shot. Sadly, we failed. We lost 21-24, man. Hold on. I know dang well Jalen Monroe did not win Heisman. Hell, that shocked me, but Jeremiah Smith wins All-American second team somehow. Freshman All-American, but I'm telling you, if he was starting from the beginning, he would have won that Heisman. This is Caleb Downs. As we all know, he was an ultimate three-way superstar in high school. Then being a monster at running that ball at free safety, his main position, when he catches, you better watch out, because he could go for 6. What most teams was fearing was when Caleb Downs got back at that punt return, because man, he will bounce it outside and make you look like a kid. Caleb Downs, being a top-ranked player in Georgia, he committed to Alabama. He led the Alabama Crimson Tide in tackles with 107. Bam! Oh man! But when Saban retired, it was time to Caleb Downs part ways with Bama. With them choosing Ohio State over Georgia, I said forget that. So today, what we're gonna do is put that three-way superstar on that Georgia team as he could take it for 6. We're gonna see if Caleb Downs could be the next Travis Hunter, playing halfback, free safety, and absolutely punt return as he gets that ball, hit those holes, and man, he could get messy. And we also have one of the toughest schedules, playing 2 of his former teams, Ohio State and Bama. Oh, it's on. But let's get into it. Going into Caleb Downs' first game against Ohio State. Oh, this is personal. On 3rd and 7, we did our thing and got off the damn field early. Worst thing they did was punt that ball, because Caleb Downs, you go, man, spin move. He could, and he would get up that sideline. Son, get off of me. You're not on my level. This being Caleb Downs' first time touching that rock on a college level, man, that's how you tote that rock and try to go get the first. On to the next play. On 2nd and 9, Caleb Downs had a stretch, bounce it outside, got one man. He will stiff arm him, and they rally. I told them boys I may not have scored, but I'm gonna keep punching and boom till I get in that end zone. Touchdown. Get back on defense. Caleb is searching for heads as he come in and lay that boom early. On 3rd and 10, we get that ball back. They punt that ball, and Caleb Downs hit it outside, brings a tackle, and oh man, he's gonna try to, that there caught me by surprise, my brother. But on 1st and 10, I said I'm gonna run that ball as hard as I can, because they are coming with it. 2 seconds into halftime, why didn't we kick 3? But we're up 7-0, and on 1st and 10, Caleb Downs hits it up the middle and shows off the elusive speed, and he could go for a 6. On 3rd and 10, this is what you call great defense. Look at the back pedal and the stop by that defense, and I get another punt return. I don't know if Ohio State's taking their anger out or what, but those hits are starting to hurt Caleb Downs, but he will take it for 6. Georgia may just have the best defense in college football, because I don't think we're gonna let up nothing. As my teammate got that interception, I said, let's go capitalize. Break 2 tackles. Caleb Downs is a monster, the three-way superstar. Good night, Ohio State is what he said, but on 1st and 20, he said, you thought I wasn't gonna end this game with an interception, and you just better look out, because the most dangerous guy on the field has the ball in his hands, but man, he didn't take this one back. But what a great start to the season, winning 31-0, and he gets player of the game with 4 total TDs. Going into our next game against Florida State was gonna be a big one. There's no way they just tucked on Caleb Downs. He wanted his get back early. He's coming in hot. If you ask me, you better watch out. On 1st and 10, they were running in there. He goes. On 4th and 1, I'm not gonna lie, defensively, this might not have been the best team for Caleb Downs, because they're taking all the damn tackles. But on 2nd and 8, he will run the ball, break a tackle up the middle. One thing they could take from him is how hard he ran that ball. Every time he ran it, he made sure to break that first tackle. On 1st and 10, running around at the backfield, my quarterback threw an interception, and halftime is 0-0. We gotta step our game up. Oh man, look at that. Going into the next play, Caleb Downs had another stretch play. Oh, spin move, get up the sideline. He could break another tackle and step out. On 2nd and 4, he said, I'm gonna show you what I'm built of, breaking 2 tackles, and man, he's a monster. Like I told you before, it may take me a minute, but I'm gonna find that box, because we gonna keep punching. On 2nd and 10, this is the perfect Caleb Downs play every time. Like, that's real life. He would be cleaning their clock. But guess what? On 2nd and 3, bam, I told you. With this being up 7-0, they can't score. That's how you get him. That's what made Caleb Downs so good. The technical tape and the footwork that he has. But man, they are trying to score on us. And on first and goal, my teammate got ducked on. Come on, dawg. Caleb Downs still go, man. He said he's gonna put the team on his back. First and 10, break a tackle. He could stiff arm him. And on second and 9, stretch play got one-on-one. I'm going over here. We kept punching and punching and punching until we got in. And we win 14-7. He gets player of the game again with 2 total TDs. After another great game, I told you that schedule we got, dog, is hard. I'm telling you, Chico, bam. Oh man, they are not coming to play. Going into the next play on first and 10, I catch it out of the backfield and he can hit it up the sideline and run through something. On second and 10, they run a stretch play, and on the other side of the field, look, he's looking like Ed Reed. Bam! Oh man. I mean, his angles are just perfect, but on first and 10, I strapped up, man, the man, and on third and 10, I was sitting not in my zone. I just read the play. I mean, sometimes coach may get on you, but sometimes you go, man, you gotta do your own thing as I bounce that ball. Get off of me, boy. Fellas, that's what coaches mean by leaning forward. As I lean forward for 6 and on first and 10, oh man, he made me fall on my face. One thing Caleb Downs is gonna do is get his butt back up, but on second and go, oh man, I missed the QB again, and this drive was on me, fellas. He said, oh, I'm gonna make y'all pay. Oh man, on offense, he said he's gonna find a hole and take that thing for a 6. Get back on defense on third and 4. Oh man, they got me looking crazy out there. We're going to win 42-21, but not a great game. Defensively, he has to step it up. Only 3 total tackles. Fellas, we always talk about getting revenge, so we are going against his old team, Alabama. One thing he gonna do is give it all he got. So we get a stop, and on 4th and 9, he jukes, oh man, breaks our tackle, and he's trying to return it. In that ball, oh man, he got coached, and said, get over those. I jump over those. You all may be wondering, what does he mean by those? Those are people who are not on Caleb's down level. That mean they are lesser man. Touch. On to the next play. On second and 1, he got that ball and bam, I cleaned his club. On second and goal, they ran a corner right and man, I fell on my damn back. On third and goal, we went to go get a sack and them boys was kicking 3. I'm sorry to say, but that might be the only points that they're gonna get. And on third and 15, I was cold, but bam, I ran right into it. With 2 minutes left on that clock, man, we cannot let these boys score. And on third and 5, I was getting back into my drop back just too far. I could have had an interception. On first and 10, having over top while my teammate had underneath, we get that interception and we get that ball back and he will go down and score. Said he got ice in his veins. That right there might have just ended the ball game. But on first and 10, we will get another interception and man, he's trying to crib it. Caleb Downs said, no sir, you say that for me as I could and I would put the cherry on top and take another one. We went 21-3. He gets player of the game with 3 total TDs. SEC championship against them Florida Gators. It's on. The first play of the game on first and 10, Caleb Downs had the inside zone, juke and weave. He will go the way to start it off, and man, he is not playing. Get back on defense on 3rd and 29. I told you we got the most relentless defensive line as we get a safety. With Caleb Downs getting that ball back, Juco, man, he finds that outside again, and the left sideline was his best friend. First and 10, I came down, and this running back had some rocks in his pocket. That dude was coming with it. I just couldn't hit him. I guess that's what it feels like to go against a 220-pound running back coming downhill. On 2nd and 5, my teammate takes that thing for a 6, and on 3rd and 3, bam, I cleaned his clock. But then already being 23-0, they gave the ball to the most dangerous man on that field, and he didn't return it. They must not know this will make me the most dangerous catching that ball out of the backfield as I'm breaking them tackles. Coach is so confident in Caleb Downs, he ran that thing on 4th and 3, and look how elusive he is, breaking 3 tackles. And on 1st and 10, he can block as well as we get the first. On 2nd and 10, I said I just wanted to catch the ball out of the backfield some more. Bam, bend the corner for 6. Get back on that defensive side of the ball. I'm not gonna lie, I was trying to take his head off. But on 1st and 10, I got blocked up and they took it for a pretty big run. On 2nd and 12, that quarterback had no other option, so he rolled out of that pocket and got sacked. And on 3rd and 27, I keep getting blocked by the damn O-line. As we got 3 and out after 3 and out, man, on 4th and 19, I'm not gonna lie, Shoop's been moving, I tried to get up the field. On 1st and 10, you would have never imagined an SEC game, and it's 30-0. Oh man, he breaks out, spin move, he could, and he would get up the field. To go in and end the game in the best way, that is how you swerve in the corner. As we win 44-0, he gets player of the game with 4 total TDs. Well, the quarterfinal game against Florida Atlantic, man, them Georgia Bulldogs was fired up. Then you got Florida Atlantic walking out like they're scared. So let's go ahead and give it to him. On 1st and 10, man, absolutely meeting him around that corner. Bam! I said, I'm here. That means it's going to be a long night. But on 3rd and 7, that quarterback got around that corner and used his legs. And on 1st and 10, I got another tackle. I think some teams just fail to realize how fast Caleb Downs is. But on 3rd and 5, look at that defensive line with a stop. And on 4th and 3, they punted that ball and Caleb Downs breaks one but get put down. His first time touching the rock on the offense side of the ball, that is how you took that rock. Power. On 2nd and 2, high steps, oh man, bam, gets up out of there. Caleb Downs could and he would go all the way for 6. Uh-oh, mama, the beast is unwoken on 3rd and 13. Oh, man, they sent him to the injury tent. Doing it to me once, but doing it to me twice. Good God almighty. On 1st and 10, Caleb Downs didn't even get the defensive play, so that was on him as they will go down and score. On 2nd and 9, when you talk about throwing that rock, you want to go over people, and I already told you how you do that. But, man, the quarterback threw an interception. That wasn't good. It's like when we got back on defense, that quarterback just found everything and started dieting his receivers up. Going into the next play, oh, man, he dieted him up again, but I dove for him. With 38 seconds left into half, we tried to stop him, but them boys scored. It's 14-7, so on 1st and 10, I said, get off of me. And Caleb Downs hit that outside and said he's gonna put the team on his back once again as he takes it all the way to the crib. It's like after that run, everything started to click as my teammate gets an interception, and it's time that we turn the belt on. The terrible O-line blocking, they got a sack, but on 3rd and 24, I ran for a route and he threw it over my head. We punted them the ball back, and we didn't do that much this season. And on 3rd and 7, I wasn't in my zone at all, but the quarterback was toting the rock. But it was 4th and inches, so they punted that ball again, so I juked outside but got brought down. On 2nd and 10, we were back on the road to greatness as my teammate catches the ball and gets up the field. The very next play, I fell or tripped over something. Some may say, how'd you do that? I don't know, I might have sold, but we get the ball back, so on 4th and 18, I juked outside and said, oh yes sir, I got one man to beat us to lineman. I spit inside and got some yards. But going into the next play, on 2nd and 3, out of inside zone, and that right there do it, fellas. That put the cherry on the top as I fumbled the ball. I was having a horrible game, and guess what? They said they're gonna capitalize, and he took that thing all the way for 6. But we had one more time to be great, but the quarterback was under a lot of pressure and got sacked, and they will go on and win the quarterfinal game. How about that? We have to do better, man. I gotta win a natty, but Caleb Downs goes on and win Heisman for the running back side. I'm not gonna lie, this free safety side was terrible. He only had 34 total tackles, and I mean, hey, he just didn't fit in well with those Georgia Bulldogs. This is Deion Primetime Sanders, a once-in-a-lifetime talent who dominated on both sides of the ball. And as we all know, he might just be the greatest punt returner that Florida State has ever seen. But today, we wanted to see if he played for those Colorado Buffs, his own team. What would he do? And man, just look how he intercepts that ball, breaks a tackle, and Deion Primetime Sanders gets up that field. But even with getting a 3 and out, Deion is dangerous because once he sees that sideline, you might want to say bye-bye because that boy is gone. But let's get into this. Well, man, we got those Colorado Buffs going against the Florida State Seminoles. Let's do it. We're going into the first play game. 1st and 10. Coach Brown said, dog, ain't nothing bam gonna be easy. And Primetime's an old school kind of player, so he's trying to hit you in that sternum and get you out the game, but he intercepts that ball. Oh, man. He said, y'all don't throw that ball his way. And once he shushed that crowd, you should have known the game was over. But, man, on 2nd and 9, damn, he came down to clean his clock. Well, the next play, Primetime didn't know the play, so on 1st and 10, man, he missed the darn play, and he was pissed. And he said, one thing about me, dog, is I don't mess up. But on 1st and 10, they got it up that sideline, and he tried to hog him down, but fell on the ground. And after that bad possession, Primetime knew what kind of game it was gonna be. It was gonna be on him to stop this team, and he was gonna do it as he intercepts that ball, goes back inside. Oh, he finds a crease, breaks a tackle, breaks another one, get put down. Well, it did be a 13-7. There was room for no mental errors, and I'm not gonna lie, he did me up. Bam! That's why you never give up on a play. But they will absolutely get 3. But dog, it was on. All fish cannot score. It's 13-10, so I come down, and that wasn't a big hit. But it didn't matter when you had them dogs on defense as we get an interception, and on 1st and 10, I'm coming down. And one thing about defense is defense wins ball games as we get another deflection. And oh man, I get the punt return, but I got put down. And trust me, fellas, we got all season to return some punts. But on 3rd and 33, yeah, he knew better to put some more air on that ball because it would have been mine. And on 4th and 17, nothing thrown my way. And my teammate gets another interception. And oh man, will he bend that corner? No, he will not. But we going to win 20-10 with the first game and 2 defense interceptions. Not bad. After winning last week, we had a pretty good team on our bam hands. Number 15, Penn State. Let's do it. But early on, 1st and 10, I was sitting back in my zone and my teammate almost got dunked on. And on 2nd and 10, you gotta remember, Brown go ride with some dogs as that D-line is some monsters. And with the whole team playing good, they must have thought Brown was gonna fall asleep. He intercepted that ball. He said, I'm trying to find that end zone. Oh man, he hits that sideline. He could and he would spin move. Oh man, yes sir. If you look good, you feel good. If you feel good, you play good. If you play good, they pay good. That's another interception, dog, for Primetime. And they really keep trying, Prime. like he ain't gonna return it. But on 1st and 10, staying in good coverage. Look at that D-line, man. I'm coming in hot. We're going into the next play on 3rd and 8, being up 7-0. We need that ball back. But man, I came in and I was trying to hurt something. But absolutely catching that ball, I just can't get it going. But like I said earlier, we're gonna return so many more punts during this season. But man, he had my DB burned. That dude was gone. But that makes it 7-7 on 3rd and 10. I bet you won't throw it my way. You won't, as they will go ahead and kick 3. Going into the next drive on 3rd and 8. Man, dog, that ain't good right there, bro. That's not a good look, brother. But with us being down 7 points on 3rd and 4. Oh man, oh bam, oh my god, what is wrong with you? But revenge is a mother, and you said, oh man, you got me. But I won't be on that ground for long. I'm gonna get back up and clean your clock every time. And on 2nd and 6, you're lucky my teammate got you, because I'm trying to hurt some. As you all kick 3 again. Uh-oh, Primetime gets on that kickoff return. He hits it straight up the middle, and that's a good return. But I mean, they dropped all the way to the goal line on to score again, man. We just can't stop them. I'm not gonna lie to you. They nailed the ball, going to win 27-20. In primetime, Deion Sanders had 6 total tackles, 3 assisted, 3 solos, and 2 interceptions. Going into our next game against Boise State, let me remind you, they don't pay nobody to be humble, dog. And as our offense strike first, man, we get that interception, and we're about to show them exactly why you don't mess with primetime on that field. And Prime also said, I believe I'm the best, and I don't even think it's close, as he will return this interception all the way to the crib and does the gritty. Look at that old school play out there. But on 3rd and 3, Primetime always remain angry as he strips that ball out. But on 1st and 10, he's looking for the ball again, but they didn't do anything but kick 3. But it's 21-6. Oh man, he's coming outside again. Bam! I missed him. Come on, dog. But this easy money work right here. 1st and 10, get your get back as he gets another interception on the game, making these wide receivers look trash as they are. And he bounces it outside. Oh, he about finds a crease, but he gets brought down. But Prom said he feel good. If you feel good, you play good. If you play good, they pay good. He intercepts that ball again. And those Colorado Buffs takes a W 24-6, and he gets player of the game with 4 defensive interceptions and 1 defensive TD. Going into our next game against Baylor, he ran a slant route. Bam! You didn't think I was gonna catch it, bud? And I mean, he absolutely not. The snot out that boy nose. But on 2nd and 5, they didn't even get the 1st down. And on 3rd and 2, yep, they got it. And when I say this defensive line back Deion Sanders up, cause that dude hit me with a crazy post riders. We get the ball. But on 1st and 10, back in my zone, guess what? That's an interception. Yeah, these teams are doing the right thing by bringing him right down, cause that boy gonna get dangerous when he catch that ball. But on 2nd and 4, oh man, he will break 1 tackle. Uh-oh, he breaks another one in prime time. Deion Sanders hits that side. Get out of my way. He could go all the way 4-6, and man, he does the shit up. Oh, his son. Now that there was impressive. On 1st and 10, oh man, you boomed and messed up by catching that rock. And I don't know if I misread that, but I think I got boomed on that play. But I absolutely let him catch that ball, but he better be lucky he stepped out of bounds. Oh, bam! And one thing about it, and one thing for sure, is I knocked his buckles loose as my teammate gets the interception. And on 1st and 10, I'm in my zone, but man, my teammates need to do better. And we're up 24-0, so that quarterback is going to be throwing that ball all night. That's another interception for those Colorado Buffs. And on 1st and 10, that's Deion prime time. Yeah, but he absolutely said he's going to return this ball and hit it outside. Oh, he might just be taking this to the crib. No, he won't. And I mean, Prime, you getting paid too much to be in the game, dog. The NIL deal is about $2 million for you. You still in college. I don't know why they got you on the ball field. And it's 38-10, but Primetime said he's just a dog. He want to go out there and play. As his teammate bends that corner and he could go all the way. No, he won't. And I mean, at this point in the game, on 2nd and 10, this quarterback is just throwing the ball up to throw it up, man. I will absolutely come down with this ball again. And I said, yeah, I'm going to return it. You're going to pay for this, QB. Bounce it back outside. Oh, Primetime, he could break a tackle. Yes, sir, he will escape through it. Man, he falls at the 1. But after doing so much good, it's 48-10, and he finally dunks on me. You're happy? But Prime was pissed off. On 3rd and 18, said that damn thing wasn't supposed to happen. As the quarterback throws it out, Primetime gets a chance to return it. He will turn that corner back to the right. Oh, could he, would he? No, he breaks a tackle and get brought down. We're going to win 48-10. Primetime gets player of the game with 4 defensive interceptions and 1 defensive TD. And after that win, we got a big game against number 9, bam, Cincinnati. It's on. And on 3rd and 5, Prime gets in his back pedal, but he catches that ball, and that's not good. And one thing Primetime doesn't like is for a team to get false confidence. Like, you're not good. But trying to bait this play up on this next one, man, they were in third down. We gotta get off the damn field. And they done made Primetime Sanders mad, so he gonna go get that ball on his own on 2nd and 10. And this time he said he's gonna try to return it. Breaks one tackle, breaks another one, and gets billed. But going into the next play, on 1st and 10, they threw a slant route, and that wasn't my fault right there. I was in my zone. But going into the next play, on 3rd and 1, he catch that ball and went backwards, so that was 4th down, and they took 3. With them being up 3-0, they are destined to take this deep shot every time for some ordinary reason. But Deion Primetime Sanders is not going for it, as he will break one tackle and get put down. But on 1st and 10, this is on the damn linebacker. What are you just sitting there for? You supposed to drop hard flat while I'm over top, but I made a big hit on it. But they are marching down that field, and they will score. But going into the next play, this is what you call 3-10-30, drop back in your drop and trying to find an interception. But yeah, with the great defense we had, they don't pump the ball much, but man, I break that tackle right there. And Deion Primetime Sanders is trying to find a crease, but on 1st and 10, dog, he done got burnt. Oh man, that looks bad. But fellas, if you look good, you play good. As you said, and man, look at they read that route, man. That is years of football right there, man. That is years of film. And this right here is what you call just dog mentality. And going into the next play on 3rd and 10, I'm just being patient, waiting for that quarterback to launch the ball up, but he didn't. But oh, I get a punt return on 4th and 20, but I didn't go nowhere. But that doesn't even matter. On 3rd and 15, getting back in my drop. I gotta get to it, man. I'm burnt. Oh, my teammate had my back, but I get a punt return on 4th and 15. Deion Primetime Sanders finally gets the chance, bench the corner, and he could go all the way for a 6. It's 2017. If it's up to me, bam, dog, you get nothing. But getting in my drop on 3rd and 15, guess what? Bam! Oh my God, cleaners clock obliterated him. Someone get him up. We're going into the next play. We handed out enough CTE, so they would go in and score. But on 2nd and 8, man, look at this, man. They try to throw up a Hail Mary, but my teammate gets the interception, and we will end them as we win 38-31. And would you look at this? Primetime Sanders gets player of the game with 3 defensive interceptions and 1 pass deflection, and we get invited to the Alamo Bowl because we didn't get invited to nothing else. Well, last game of the season, Alamo Bowl against Wisconsin. Let's do it. So it's Deion Sanders getting his drop on 3rd and 4. Oh man, he's coming down real hard. Bam, you done fired me up. And Deion Primetime Sanders, bam, he sees that ball and he gets on it. Yes, sir, that's a turnover. And as Deion being one of the greatest corners, man, he was fired up already. And that is the first time he done went for a route that he shouldn't have been on. And he takes full accountability. On 2nd and 5, he's gonna keep coming and laying that wood. And on 1st and goal, oh man, they go down and score again. But Brown was not gonna back down. He said he was gonna come with bad intentions all night. But on 3rd and 7, oh man, he had me beat on his corner route. And if you ask me, it's kind of looking like the BYU game, but Brown said, no, I'm gonna get that ball, and missed it and fell on his back. Son, if you don't get up. So I said, all right. Offense can't really score. Put me on kickoff return. I'm gonna take this thing back as I bounce it outside. Then didn't get to the damn 25. But on 3rd and 6, I just keep going out of my zone for some odd reason. Almost get the sack, but he threw it out of bounds. But here we go. Primetime gets it. 4th and 6, breaks a tackle, bounces it outside, and oh man, you see the speed, putting the team on his back and taking it all the way to the crib. This game here was far from over as Prom comes down and makes another big hit. Makes it 3rd and 9. Oh man, he's gonna throw that ball to me, and man almost had it. So I get a punt return, break 2 tackles. Oh, he bounces it back out left, got 1 man to beat, but he went down low. But all we need is that ball back. And on 2nd and 7, Prom was in great defense, and guess what, fellas? He gets that ball back. Now it's time to return. Oh, he's on the hunt. Stay outside, goes back inside, breaks 2 tackles, and get down. Well, it does keep getting the offense the ball back, and them not converting. Guess what? We can do but so much, so they will go down, and Prom tried to hawk him, but he just couldn't. And Primetime said we might be losing, but I'm gonna make them pay. But on 4th and 4, this is the last chance to return that ball. Spin move. He could break a tackle, and he gets put down, and we lose 28-21. But Primetime goes on and wins the best defensive back award, and he didn't win a Heisman, but that's okay. But now that we watched all the compilations of those players, I mean, drop in the comments down below who had the best contribution to the team and who just absolutely went out there and showed out.